Okay, so for the breathing drill, what I'm going to recommend is lie on the ground and place your feet up at around 90-degree position. Now, when people sit in this position, what commonly happens is that their back is kind of arched. And part of having my shirt off, it's just so you can see things a little bit better. So we don't want to have this big arch in our back, nor do we want to have our core engaged in the position of crunching down. So all I want you to do in this position to get into a nice, comfortable position is gently push with your feet as if I'm trying to push myself in this direction. And what you're going to see is that I'm going to rotate my pelvis right here. So all I'm doing is I'm just pushing myself just so I can gently get my back into a comfortable position so I'm not smushed to the ground, nor do I have a giant arch. Now, if you find that you're getting lots of stress inside the neck, you can easily elevate your head, put a pillow underneath, or a foam block or something else. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this pretty simple for you today. In terms of all I want you to do is I want you to get into this position, and then I want you to focus on just taking what's called a box breath. We're going through a box breath. So box breath, in its most simplistic way, is you're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, then you're gonna hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then you're going to exhale for 4 seconds, and then you're going to hold the exhale for 4 seconds. Now, word to the wise here is when you're breathing, try and breathe very soft. Inhale that air very softly, especially in the beginning. What I see a lot of times with people is they try and get a new world record of how hard they can breathe in, and all of the air is going to go either into your neck or into areas we don't necessarily want, okay? So I'll just go through a little bit of a demo here, and how I want you to think of this is that the way air goes into your body is how water goes into a glass, so from the bottom up, okay? So how we breathe is, if you were to think of it, we breathe from our bottom diaphragm. Think of your diaphragm as a hammock. When we breathe in, we push the hammock down into your pelvic floor. Your tummy fills up with air or with water, if that's easier for you to imagine. And then the air comes into your chest and then exhales the same way out. Okay, so when you're breathing, we're not just filling the gut. I want you to purposely try and fill the lungs and the rib cage, fill everything you can, and try and exhale every wisp of air. Okay, last thing is breathe in through your nose, breathe out gently through your mouth. Okay, so I'll show you just a few rounds of box breathing. One thing to keep in mind too is see how my chin is nice and high. Don't want your chin down by your collarbone because you're going to lock off or block off lots of the airflow. Just give it a try.